Alright, so this video is just really quick going to cover what will cause the price of surfboards to increase and the quantity produced and exchanged of surfboards to decrease. So the only time, in the supply and demand model, the only situation where price will increase and then the quantity produced and exchanged will decrease is if supply decreases. So if we go from this S, this green S, to the, I meant to make that red, to this red S. Then we'll call it S1. So if supply decreases, you can see that if we were at point A, we'll now be at point B, and that will be a decrease in quantity, Q2, and then an increase in price, P2. So this situation is when supply decreases. So what makes supply decrease? Well, the first thing is that inputs could get more expensive. Inputs are more expensive. So to make surfboards, if all of a sudden, let's say like the foam got more expensive or the fins got more expensive, then the supply of surfboards would decrease. So inputs get more expensive is the first thing that can decrease the supply. Another thing that can decrease it is like a technological setback. Technological setback. And what I mean by this is if it just gets to be more difficult to produce surfboards, like there are less factories, or the factories all of a sudden like everything breaks in them, all of those kind of things would lead to a technological setback. So these are just, it actually becomes harder to make them. And then the third thing is there are less people making them, so less producers. So let's say that there used to be 100 companies that make surfboards, and all of a sudden just like 50 of them disappear off the face of the planet. Well, then there would be less producers, so there would be less of a supply of surfboards. So that's really it for when the price of a good increases and then the quantity decreases. And so I'm going to try and keep these videos short so we can get onto some actual problems soon. So that'll be it. See you in the